I'm Will. I played video games to relax and somehow leave more stressed than when I started.
And I'm Dave. I've yelled at a screen like it personally betrayed me.
Today we're talking gaming disasters, tech fails, and people who absolutely should have just turned it off.
Gaming gone wrong. Results will vary. Roll the intro, Joey.
Been hating my job. I need to quit. Where'd I go wrong? Is this really it? I need to pick me up. Can you fix me up today? I can't keep living this way.
Will.
What's up?
Video games.
Video games.
Video games.
Video
I
games.
play them all the time.
I know, because we play
Like,
together all the time.
One of my jobs. One of my
Right.
mini jobs.
I need to get my Twitch stuff working a little bit better so that I can
Yes.
start doing more Twitch stuff. Because, I mean, we play all the time, but I don't always record it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It well, yes. Well, the last couple of weeks, or the last couple of times you were streaming and I wasn't.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that was fun. Hey, at least you've outgrown the throw the controller at the wall.
Hey, that's how I got good at fixing controllers, especially Super Nintendo controllers. I'm able to cannibalize the ones that don't work. That's how I learned how to work on cars. You cannibalize the ones that don't work, and then you put it into ones that half work, and then everything works good.
You threw them against the wall. You threw your car against the wall when it didn't when you failed at a turn.
Yeah, it's just straight up Hulk, and
That makes sense. Wow. That's how you get good at fixing cars is you break them with your hands.
these hands, strong
Hands. Oh my God. Dude, everything went wrong coming in today.
Yeah,
It was fucking rough.
it
It
seems
was
like it.
freaking rough, man.
At least got it somewhat figured out for now.
My computer died. 2 buttons on my Roadcaster decided to take a dump. And who knows what else is going to happen by the end of the night.
Yeah, hopefully nothing like super extreme.
Also, on my way out today, I got into a minor fender bender.
Oh no! What happened?
I was going down a road and somebody cut me off. I stood on the brakes. I tapped him in the back, right into the person in front of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's never good. That's never.
Yeah,
good.
but there was no damage. It was
Okay.
just, it was like a stress moment,
Right.
like an exchange of information and all this other stuff. And,
Yeah.
ugh.
You have no idea what's going to go on, but still, you're going on.
Yeah, life's hard. Life's hard. Get a helmet. I've got great insurance, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. See, there you go.
But it's just like one thing after another.
Exactly.
Like I've had like a rough day.
Well, hopefully some of these stories will definitely help you out. And if you want to, because since you've had technical difficulties today, there are a couple of real short stories right up there at top.
I do not mind reading long ones, but that's okay too.
I don't know. I was just saying, like, we have a couple of the real short ones right up there at the top about people that don't think before they plug.
Right. Okay, so I'm going with the a little better stories. Okay, let's see what the hook. Let's take a look at this one, buddy. Let's take a look. Today I effed up by letting my kid play this game. Oh, buddy. Okay. Look, to be fair, I didn't think he had the attention span or gaming skills to do much more than plant things and sell them, and then get bored and quit. He is 7 and is autistic and has ADHD and gets bored of anything slow-paced really quickly, and usually skips over all the dialogue and cutscenes in any game he plays. Okay. Okay. So this is in r/Stardew Valley, by the way. So there we go. He just saw me playing and wanted to give it a go so much. I created him a game, and it turns out the only thing he wants to do is give everything he finds to his friends. He has almost no gold because he doesn't want to buy seeds, although he does plant the wild seeds he finds sometimes. He did manage to save up enough to get a coop and chickens and now gives his eggs away because so many people like them. And he reads the dialogue and watches the cutscenes. He doesn't even read the text in the Pokemon games, his main interest right now, and then complains that he doesn't know where to go or what to do next because he skipped it. I did not have any idea that the game would hold his interest at all. Now I have to somehow convince him to stop playing because some of the content, which I never thought he'd unlock, I didn't think he'd give away everything he ever found to all the NPCs, is probably too mature for me to be able to explain to him. Oops. Okay, great. Edit, after reading some comments here, I think I will just let him keep playing and talk to him about the darker cutscenes when they come up. It's a very small percentage of the game, and thinking about it more than I think that anything I can't explain in an age-appropriate way will probably just go over his head. Okay, fantastic. So have you played Stardew Valley?
I have not. I know about it. I just haven't played it. Isn't it the same thing as what's that other one?
There's like self-harm and stuff in it, like people depression and alcoholism and stuff like that.
Right.
So there's some really dark stuff that happens in that game. But So I mean that was fun, I suppose. Oop. Next one. I don't have much of a lens for Stardew Valley, to be fair. I just know that there's some dark stuff in it, and like it's just like a fun little game until you get really into the story.
Okay.
Probably
not a child like game to be playing.
This one is best of Redditor updates. Rare don't stare, right? This is not the OP. The original one was a sad frog, and today I effed up. Today I effed up by letting my niece and nephew use my PlayStation Network account and ruining my girlfriend's holiday. Okay, maybe you already know where this is going. My niece and nephew are the best niece and nephew an uncle could ask for. They're bright, kind, good-natured kids. My niece, who we'll call L, and my nephew, who we'll call W, don't have many games on their PlayStation account. So being the cool, stupid uncle I am, I gave them access to my PlayStation account to play my far superior collection of games. All was well for about a month. I knew they couldn't buy games on the account because all payments required a card verification number. But imagine my surprise yesterday when I get this message on Facebook. Hey, bud, can you check your bank? It was my brother-in-law, L and W's father. W is playing Fortnite, and he has 65,000 V-Bucks. Is this normal? No. That's a lot of bucks.
That's a lot of bucks.
My heart stopped. The parents are great people, but not particularly savvy with gaming consoles and microcurrency. I went to my transaction history on my PlayStation and nearly threw up when I saw this. Identifying details have been cropped out. 422 what is it, euro? 90 cents. 531 had been siphoned out over a week, with most of the bombardment happening yesterday. By the time I got back into the account to assess the damage, 20,000 V-Bucks had already been spent. I saw that the PlayStation wallet can be topped up before each purchase. So they must have paid for it by first buying wallet currency, which apparently didn't require a code.
Oh no.
That's FU number one. Tell them to stop. That's F up number one. Tell them to stop what they're doing. Shut off your PS4. I have to sort this out. I immediately unhooked any bank cards from the account and looked at what my options were. Nothing. PlayStation Store doesn't have protections against accidental purchases like this, and the best they can do is refund the amount back into your PlayStation wallet. This is money that can never be accessed again, except for buying games or Mother Evan V-Bucks or some other BS currency. For
Ugh,
all intents and purposes, I have lost that money. The bank can't do anything about it.
nothing.
So here's where it gets really messed up. F up number two. My girlfriend is visiting family in the US and was storing her savings for the trip in that account.
Oh no.
She will have expenses sorted because she's staying with the family, but she will be going with virtually zero spending money now. And they had a number of activities planned, which she likely can't take part in now. That was a very difficult phone call, and she handled it better than I ever could have expected, and far better than I deserved. I'm not mad at the kids. I genuinely don't think they meant it. I'm mad at myself. I didn't think it was possible, but then I should have done more research. I
Mhm.
feel so terribly guilty for putting my girlfriend in this situation. The kids are upset that they did it. Their parents are currently suffering from stage 4 embarrassment cancer. And all around, the whole thing is just effed. We are not rich people, and this one has hit us both pretty hard. So, fair warning, double check that your payment security features on PSN are set up properly, or you could end up getting thoroughly shafted, as we did.
You definitely can set it up so that every purchase needs a password, but you have to set that up. It's
Mhm.
not something that just happens.
So, edit. A couple of people have mentioned that we get email notifications on a purchase. This is true, but it's set up on a different email that wasn't set up on our phones to notify us. It would have dramatically improved the outcome of this if we had done that. F
Yeah.
up number 3 confirmed.
Uh,
Pally boy, you did it. You did a dumb, big old dumb. Okay, update number 1. PlayStation Sport was closed for phone calls today, so it will be tomorrow, Monday, when I can contact them. Okay. TLDR, my 5-year-old nephew unexpectedly managed to spend a lot of money, $500 plus on V-Bucks, which was going to be used for my girlfriend's trip to see family in Austin, Texas. I told people that as soon as I knew something definitive, I would update you. Truth be told, not that much has happened. A lot of it has been waiting game as Sony has been doing their thing. More on that in a bit. So here's what's up. Hey, Ari's back. Hi, Ari.
hello.
Okay, great.
Good for
Welcome
you.
back. We absolutely did. I know. That's why we were getting things done. Listen, silly Billy, you fancy sausage man. All right, cool.
You're allowed. Yeah,
Can I
you're.
have access to your PlayStation account?
I need some V-Bucks.
I need a lot of V-Bucks. I don't know. You could have, typed something into the chat, texted one of us.
No, we don't forget you.
How could we forget that, Punham?
Yeah.
You're just such a sweet little guy. You're my son, my child, my boy. I did not abandon my boy.
Smart and handsome.
I abandoned my boy. I abandoned my boy.
My boy.
How dare you? Okay, well, for first of all, yeah, always make sure that you, your nephews and nieces don't have access to your credit card by accident, even.
Yeah.
Look, man, once I'm rich, hell yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
But until then, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, update 28th of June. Predominantly, the concern was understandable for my girlfriend and making sure she had enough money for her trip. So I'll address that first. She's doing okay and enjoyed her trip. Her trip wasn't impacted. Oh, great. Now to
Yeah.
the money. I want to thank everyone that scurried to get in touch with me that Sony would refund me in one-off situations. In particular, Zamora made both an attempt in private message and in post to bring this to my attention. There have also been some wonderful pieces of advice from all sorts of professionals in the financial world who have outlined steps I may be able to take outside of Sony. There have also been some very generous offers to pay the full amount back, which I have not taken. Not too bad, really. Take free money when you can get it.
Free money.
To those people, you know who you are, and thank you for your kind offers, but ultimately you shouldn't have to pay money to fix what should be a basic consumer protection. This isn't your fault, and it would feel wrong to take money from you. Oh,
I mean,
what a nice guy.
it's
Which
true.
brings me to the Sony thing. Unfortunately, having spoke to several people on the phone and having two separate departments looking into this situation, Sony will not be refunding me. I honestly wish I could tell you why. One of the operators said if we give refunds to every person that phones up, we wouldn't make any money. I have not missed out on any information on Reddit or in my communications with them. I've suggested that they ban the Fortnite account outright and indefinitely, but they still didn't go for it. I will keep looking at options in this area, but for console, it appears that Epic Games won't help me if it's a console-related purchase. I don't want to go the chargeback route because my partner enjoys playing Overwatch with her friends on there and has a lot of account progress. Or progress, if you're saying things correctly. The account gets banned if you charge back. My partner will, of course, get her money back either way. My sister has put in a request at work to cash in some of her shares to pay the full amount back in one go. Failing that, she will pay my partner back in installments. My partner has agreed to this, and everything is amicable and good-spirited. There's a whole conversation that can happen here about strengthening consumer protections against these kinds of purchases. All other console manufacturers and even Epic themselves, if you're on PC, will refund you if this kind of stuff happens. Sony refuses to play ball and bring its consumer protections up to the same standard, and it's hurting consumers who find themselves in these impossible to predict situations. Well, it's not exactly impossible to predict. You are handing the keys to a credit card to two 5-year-olds.
Exactly.
Come on. And while it may be a case of playing CS representative lottery until you get the right person to help, that doesn't really strike me as a legitimate protection. It's very disturbing to think that Sony might be counting on these kind of incidents happening and just how much damage could be done to someone's bank account with absolutely no recourse. Well, that's fine. TLDR, girlfriend was okay and enjoyed the holiday. Sony didn't refund me, but my partner will get the money back from my sister. I'm around for questions if people have any. Thanks for everything. That's, yeah.
The same kind of thing happens with like cell phone accounts like Verizon and T-Mobile and such like that. Like if you accidentally you have it set up for certain things to come out of your account or that they should be charged onto the account or whatever, like you can call them and be like, well, it was already set up, so we can't really do anything. But that's kind of like, well, that's why I'm calling you, because it shouldn't have been, or I changed that, or in my case, I already canceled it. Why is it not canceled?
Right. Yeah, trust me. In Sony's defense, go.
I was muted for some reason. I don't know if I was
You
muted.
were not.
You weren't.
Oh, on mine it said I was muted. Okay. So in Sony's defense, in general, when the Sony hack happened, maybe a year later, I didn't know I was affected, and somebody hacked into my account and bought a bunch of games, and they refunded me for every single one. They kept them on my account and just locked them, so they were still there. They didn't have to do anything super crazy. They just stopped me from being able to use them, and if I wanted to buy them later, I could. And it was kind of, I thought it was going to be a huge mess because initially the phone calls to get to the right people were kind of annoying, but honestly, it took me less than 3 hours to sort.
Nice.
And they were with all of like the actual work that had to be done. It's pretty easy for the amount of games that were bought on my account, and all I was doing was asking them to turn them off because I didn't buy them, and if I had recently bought one game, and I was like, I'll get to these when I want to get to them. And not only did they refund all my money, eventually some of those games were put onto the special account thing. I can't remember what it's called, but I have that, and then now I get to play some of them for free.
Oh, nice.
So I got my money back, and I got to play some of the games.
Here's my actual advice for this. Don't attach your credit cards to a game thing like that. What you do is you go to 7-Eleven and you buy crazy gift cards saying how much money you want to put on this account. Then you buy the gift card,
And
scratch and sniff the sticker or whatever, and then you're basically loading cash in instead of using your credit card.
And if you're smart enough, you can do that for subscriptions too. So like if you've got one of those yearly things and it goes every month, just keep up in your gift card.
Make sure that you have enough in there.
Yeah, like if it's a situation of like I'm going to send my kids, here's my kids like whatever. I'm gonna let my kids play on my games.
Right.
Don't have your credit card attached.
No.
Because kids are notoriously bad with money. That's why they don't let children have mortgages.
Yes, exactly.
If you have kids, your entire lifestyle is going to be different from someone who is single. If you have pets, your lifestyle will be different from someone who is single without pets. It really is however many beings live in your place. Now, pets probably won't, buy a bunch of stuff unless you've got some kind of weird parrot that happens to be able to type.
There is a parrot that has bought hundreds of dollars from Alexa.
This is
crazy.
This is what I am referencing. Yeah. So, this
Which is crazy in itself.
This is the thing. If you have one of those, keep your credit card off because it's like having a kid. And they live a long time, those parrots do. So they'll remember every time.
30 years later, they're going to be all like, Alexa,
where's my
give me some more jingly janglies.
Help me find some way to kill Papa. He's staying alive too long.
Whoa.
Inheritance.
Indeed. Yeah.
How to convince human to give credit card for permanent times.
You're typing with too many digits, bud.
Yeah, you need these.
Well, you never know how many feathers they got.
Feathers don't work that way.
Look, what? You think
When
they're going to type with their beak? All you got to do is animate them, and then their feathers can type.
Animate. This isn't GPT.
This isn't BoJack Horseman.
Yeah, what are we
Look,
doing?
I'm just saying I saw Zootopia. They could do all kinds of weird stuff.
How many
With
birds were in
feathers.
Zootopia? Tell me how many birds are in Zootopia.
I don't know, like
The bird place.
penguins.
No, sir. No, sir. It's all mammals.
Flippers, and there's not even like it's
Oh.
just
It's all
Look,
mammals and marsupials.
you know how many versions of Zootopia I've seen over the years with different titles that are all the same movie?
No, because most of them aren't about racism.
Well, that's true. But
Yeah.
a lot of them are.
Zootopia is about racism.
Why you got to make everything so like intellectual, Davey? Just take things at surface
That's
level.
not intellectual at all. They very clearly hit you with the truck of this is a movie about racism in the first 5 minutes.
Do they say the words? Do they say the words, Davey?
they
Do
don't
they say
need
the words in the movie?
Do they say the word? Bud, you know how to
Say
write.
the words in the movie.
The exposition is there.
Why do you think I said be more surface level, Davey?
The surface level is this is about racism.
Do they say the words in the movie? What are the words they say in the movie, Davey?
I'm not gonna go through the entire dialogue of Zootopia.
You also don't need to go there. Yeah. Not a topic for the podcast.
It's about people being racist at foxes because foxes are sneaky, right? Or racist against bunnies because they're cute and they can't fight bad guys or whatever. That's dumb.
You can't be a cop.
Bunny cop me.
Do you think that Zootopia is a sequel to
Whatever stupid thing you're about to say, no.
No, the movie where Chris Rock is in the, what is he, a zebra? Oh, I can't remember.
Madagascar?
There's a
No.
lot, yeah. It's a sequel to Madagascar. It's a whole
No,
civilization
no.
based on the animals that escaped.
Absolutely not.
No,
You don't think so?
no,
You don't
Absolutely
think that's
not.
prehistoric Zootopia?
You need-
Madagascar is about animals that escaped the zoo by accident.
Yes.
Yeah.
A human-run zoo.
And then they grow up and have their own lives and become the progenitors of a new species of people
Aren't they grown?
No,
called the Zootopians.
What are you talking about?
not even a little bit.
You're so far off.
You know, after Wall-E, right? You got Madagascar, right? And then there's Wall-E and everything's shit. And then in the future, it recycles, and then you got Zootopia.
I mean, Wally was a little bit racist.
We're not talking about this isn't Wizards, okay? We're talking about Zootopia at this point, which is shut up.
I mean, Wally was a little bit racist. He's got that.
Wally was a little bit racist.
Wally was a little bit racist because they didn't like him because he was a dirty guy.
Look, I feel like Up has the same problem. You know, they say it's this sweet story about this old couple, and you know, one of them's dead and the other one's trying to find purpose in life. But did you see anybody on his block that looked any different?
I mean, they all look
A
different.
child.
They were trying to.
Yeah, he closed the door on his face.
Roly-poly Korean boy.
The kid had to give his entire soul to win over that old man. You know?
Everybody has to. That old man, Ed Asner, is a hard nut, tough nut to crack.
I'm
He's
just
old.
saying, maybe there's something there. That's all I'm saying.
Nope. That one wasn't about racism.
No.
Nope.
I mean, the dog seemed a little.
That one was about loneliness and finding people to enjoy your life with.
Don't close yourself off.
You know, and what was the obstacle, Davey? To finding people?
With himself.
He flew away in a house. You know what? Today I effed up by telling my online buddy I'm a girl.
Will, we held that logic train for 5 minutes.
You didn't hold any kind of logic.
was
Shut up.
holding
This is by Pop Berry Rice.
Papa Bear.
I'm so mad at myself. I started playing a new game recently and met a more experienced player. He'd been guiding me a little and showing me how to play. He came across super nice and never got off topic from the game. So I absolutely should have lied when he asked if I was a she. I've literally been through this before where I make the mistake of thinking it won't be a big deal, but now it's pretty clear he wants to be closer.
So now
This
we're
dude
going
doesn't
to-
even know anything about me, and we are on separate continents, but he's acting different. I feel gross too because I'm 18, and the more he tries to talk to me, the more I get the feeling he's probably 16 based on the bit I know about him. Conversations going from how the game works to little details about his life feels icky as hell. It feels like it's only a matter of time before the "hey, can I tell you something" message happens. Oh no. I do not know you. You do not know me. 3 exclaims are in that sentence. I personally have had bad experiences with people being creepy online once they've learned I am famale. But now I'm pretty sure I'm the older one. I just wanted to learn about a stupid game. Now I feel weird and mean and also slightly hurt that he started acting differently, but mostly gross. TLDR, someone I know from a game told him I'm a girl. Now he's acting a little too close and I feel like a weirdo. I did not anticipate anyone seeing this. Hello? I think this was probably a dumb way of going about it, but I mentioned that I have a girlfriend. I totally do for sure, 100%. She lives in Canada, right?
I played that
And he's
part
gone back
once.
to normal. If
Yeah,
it
me
progresses
too.
like it did, I'm going to have to let the poor buddy go. But for now, it looks like the problem solved.
I mean, I guess.
Oh.
So we went
So-
from racism to sexism.
Well, no, it's less sexism and more being horny.
Well, I mean, teenage boys.
No excuse. We should all be better.
We should.
Look, dog, I have no advice for the famale in this situation, but for the boys, They're my guys. You don't know people online, right? You don't know them. You know what their steez is. All you know is that they are people playing the same game as you.
Yep.
And you might have good friends about it. Might have online friends. Online friends exist. It is true. If the global panini told me anything, is that people online can be really good friends. That being said, I am not currently in a relationship with anyone in Azerbaijan or Ireland or Russia, Minsk, anywhere except California, where I am. So you're not probably not going to get a date off of the lady person who is. It's creepy. Okay, don't be creepy to people online. It's creepy. Don't be weird. Just don't be weird.
Look,
So
if you're
what if
living
they
in
have
another country,
the inverse genitalia to you? You don't need to immediately try to date them.
Yeah.
This is my advice to all of humanity. If you are living in another country and you like somebody who lives in another country, please do not ask them to come to your country so that you guys can bone and have like a nice little relationship unless you're willing to go to their country first and meet them there.
Also,
maybe don't do that either. Unless you're really rich and you have some time to kill.
Look, bro, nobody has that kind of money, especially the people who listen to this podcast. Nobody has that money.
Right? Unless you live in Qatar, I guess, maybe.
Who lives in the Qatar? Guitars are very small.
Paul McCartney? Paul McCartney lives in one.
No, his guitar gently weeps.
That's George.
Is that George?
That's, well, technically it's Eric Clapton, but yeah, that's George.
Oh, yeah, no. Eric. It's Eric. Yeah. Clapton.
Well, in that case, I retract my previous statement.
Yeah.
This guitar.
But I mean, like, the dude from Nirvana who also became the headliner for Foo Fighters.
Dave Grohl?
I think he's recently divorced, or, either that or he's not divorced but did bad stuff. So, I mean, you might be able to get him to move to another country to marry you, I guess. He's rich. He could take care of the money.
I don't know if that's true.
I'm not sure that this tracks with the current situation.
Yeah.
If you find somebody online in your video game,
yeah,
and you find out that they are the gender of your preference, that is not the time to start hitting on them.
Yeah.
No, I understand, but I can't control what Dave Grohl does, or fake Dave Grohl. I can't control what he does either. He's rich. He can do what he wants. What power do I have over Dave Grohl?
They're coming out with a movie. It's a horror movie.
Are you talking about the one where Dave Grohl gets possessed? And yeah, that's already out. It's on Amazon.
It's already out? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying, Davey, is rich people can do what they want because they're rich and we can't do anything about it. And that's why life is sad.
One does not have anything to do with the other. Not really. So I feel like you're hearing the clippity clops and you're going, that's a kangaroo. Not even going to zebras. You're going somewhere else. Right.
You're pulling my own words out against me. I see what it is.
Yeah. No, seriously, just don't be creepy online, man. It's not hard to don't. Just gotta don't.
Just don't. Just don't.
Yeah, but Davey, what about those gamers that fall in love and get married online? What about them, Davey?
It's never gonna be you. Never.
I'm just saying, are you going to condemn their lifestyle?
I'm not going to say.
No, I don't. If it works, if it happens, great. But you don't try to force it.
Don't force it.
Don't be creepy.
There you go. There's a good one.
Don't be a creepo. Don't be like, yeah, girl. I like girls. Hey, I just want to tell you, you're so nice and pretty. Don't do that.
So why don't you give some advice for those normies that happen to meet online and fall in love? Give some advice for them. For the example,
have a normal relationship.
Look for red flags. Have a normal relationship. There you go.
Yeah, that's the thing. respect
she
one
lives
another.
in Taiwan and he lives in Florida.
I don't care where they live.
And they met in a video game. How are you supposed to set up those boundaries? Give them some advice for the
How do you
examples that
set up the
test the
don't be
rule.
creepy boundary? Easy. Don't be creepy.
Yeah, don't be creepy. That would be the best advice. Don't be creepy.
How do you tell the random person from Azerbaijan not to be creepy when you're playing video games?
Don't be
Those
creepy.
words.
I'm trying to lead a trail of breadcrumbs for you idiots, and you're not taking them.
No, we know we're not taking them. That's the whole point.
Would you just tell me your point instead of trying to lead me? You're not going to lead me anywhere. I'm the most obstinate horse that exists.
What I'm saying is, for every piece of advice we give, there's also people on the other side. You should maybe try to talk to those people for a second.
Our advice is 100% correct all the time, except when it isn't.
Yeah.
So when it isn't, you don't print retractions?
No. It's in the title. Results will vary.
Yeah. We help who we can help when we can help them.
We're not experts. All we have is genuine advice from friggin' people with experience.
Mhm.
My experience is being put through walls and playing video games. That's it.
Have you ever fallen in love with somebody inside of a video game?
No.
Like in Tron, you know? You get
I've
sucked
never
in.
been teleported into a video game long enough to fall in love with anyone.
So you've never had the Jumanji experience. I understand.
Well, Jumanji, they didn't fall in love with anybody inside the game in Jumanji.
No, but they could have. It's a big, vast world. Same with the Minecraft movie. You think you wouldn't have fallen in love with a weird Lego person walking around making stuff?
Lego.
Look, in the Minecraft movie, the principal or somebody, one of the ladies falls in love with one of the villagers, and all he does is say,
That's exactly my point.
Yeah. So cool. If that happens to you, great. Enjoy that. But what I'm saying is for the people who live in real world high school,
or other life,
don't do it. Don't be creepy online. It makes it'll eventually turn you into an incel, and incels are bad.
What if you're a TikTok grandma?
A TikTok grandma?
I'm done with examples. I just needed to hear you say a TikTok grandma in that voice.
Good Lord. Ari's on a tear tonight.
He is.
Goodness.
You came in all stressed and it tickled my funny bone. So now I'm in funny bone land.
I love how my pain turns into his just enjoyment.
Right.
We've been in improv too long together. I have a broken intake valve when it comes to you.
Gross. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Today I effed up by playing a game that made me confront my own mortality, and it shook me to the core. Okay, Docton. Obligatory, this didn't happen today, but a few weeks ago, and seriously, I'm still struggling with it. A few weeks ago, months ago, I had a paper to write for one of my classes. I was just procrastinating, stumbled upon this game online. It was a very simple but still pretty neat game. You started off as a kid, were presented with scenarios and options for actions you could take depending on the scenario. As the game progressed, your character evolved depending on your actions. So I had been playing this game for like 2 hours when I found myself in a situation where my character was walking home from school and was approached by a man in a car. The man offered me a ride. I had the option to say yes, no, or run away. Me, being naive, opted for yes. And you guys, my character was assaulted and murdered. That got real dark real fast.
Well, don't do dumb things. Anyway.
Well, so there it was. My character had just been murdered, but I didn't stress about it. I figured I could go back and change it. But surprise, the game wouldn't let me. I had to start all over again. I was PO'd 2 hours down the drain, but then it hit me. This is like real life.
No
There
way.
are no second chances.
No
For
second.
some reason, I had never, in my 20 plus years of life, really thought about the fact that we only get one shot. If you die,
Opportunity.
you die. If you get into an accident and suffer permanent damage, your life is just going to suck from now on. There is no resume from last checkpoint. Good Lord. I was
Just now.
seriously shook to my core. This has been on my mind at all times since it happened. A freaking game I played while procrastinating gave me death anxiety, like I'm at a loss. I wish I never played that stupid game. 3 out of 10. Would not recommend.
What the heck?
Who knew life is harder than video games?
TLDR, played a game, died, and realized we only get one chance at life.
That was not where I thought this was going.
Not if you're a Buddhist.
Oh no.
Hey, Buddhists aren't the only ones that believe in reincarnation.
Or a Hindu. Yeah, I know. I come on. All right, chill. I don't need to list off everything. My man. Ugh.
The first comments. And yet
And you wrote this without telling us what it was, so we can go and existentially F with ourselves. 0 out of 10 would not read again. Maybe the game he played was life all along. Looks into the distance. End credits.
End credits.
Oh my Lanta. Friend.
I mean, I get it, but I feel like you were
Alter
taking
ego.
shrooms while you were playing this video.
How like how many of the drugs were you on when you were
It
playing
really
this game?
feels like a psychedelic. It feels like shrooms or acid or MDMA or like something that would get you into an altered state rather than
Ambien.
something.
Or it's like the first time you've ever smoked a joint,
Yeah.
or you're an idiot. Like,
Well, I mean, like in a video game, you are guided to do things that you wouldn't do in real life because they're not going to have the bathroom moments.
Or
oh my god, you guys. Oh my god. If you poop your pants in real life, you can't unpoop your pants.
It's called a washer.
You can't. No, you have to live with that knowledge for the rest of your
Like,
days.
it's like it
You
happened.
did a dookie in
You
your
have to live your life.
in your suit.
Give me one more. I love that.
Oh my god.
Oh. If anybody would like to know, I believe that the link to the game has been put in the comments here. They say alter ego. If I recall, I'll get a link shortly, and there's a link, and it just says play alterego.com.
Oh my god, you guys.
Enjoy yourself.
Realize something. If you go to playalterego.com, you can't unplay alterego.com.
And
You'll have to
remember,
live with that for the rest of your days.
there is no candy. Don't get in the van.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
seriously. For the record, don't get in the van.
Don't get in the van.
But
That's a
also,
bad
like,
move.
it feels like this fella is playing Grand Theft Auto, trying to go in every door and like get a job at, a fish market or something. Like, games and life have different skill trees. That's why when you get a game that has a skill tree really close to life, you get excited because you're like, oh, there are all these things that I don't normally do when I'm playing Castlevania that is in this game.
There's
But
no
that
whips.
still doesn't mean that everything is going to be in it. And life is much, much harder than a game because it's not all. Yes, there are some achievable things in life, but it's not even the same genre of thing.
Okay, so by the way, that game is a text-based game, and it's just
It's Zork, but modern. I get it.
I have such a weak spot for text-based adventure games.
Yeah, me too.
Like, it's ridiculous. I'm gonna go play that game before I go to bed
Mhm.
tonight.
I already
That's
got
get
it.
it.
I already got it here.
You're gonna have to repost that in our chat, Will, because I'm not looking at the thing.
Yeah, no problem.
Playalterego.com. That's all you gotta do. Type it in.
Well, right now we're doing it. doing a show, so I'll ask you.
I don't care what you're doing. I'm not going to play with it. Yeah. So here we go. Is this the game where any kind of violence, bravery, or assertiveness results in the worst possible scenario? It's a great to solve things peacefully, but it's unrealistic that you can befriend every bully or never take any gambles. That's the problem with all games that are simulations to an extent. The engine is always biased towards how the developer feels life should work rather than how it does work. I haven't played this game, but if your description is correct, the developer was probably one of those introvert kids that was picked on at school and so wanted to create a world where violence and aggression was always punished and being passive and nice was the only way to win. It mocks you when you're too passive, though. You'll have to take some lessons on how to be more assertive in life. I screamed at a drunk person when I was a baby, and now it makes me automatically get in fights. I have to play this game. Wow.
Yeah.
It's like an alternative version to the Life board game, but with more detail, it seems. And like a weird ideology attached to it.
It sounds really bananas to me.
It sounds really fun. Yeah.
All right.
Although it does kind of feel like the antithesis of the Bert Kreischer machine story, where it's like, I ended up in Russia with a bunch of, gang members, and I somehow robbed all my friends and didn't die.
Yeah.
That is the antithesis of this game.
Yes.
I didn't even get expelled because reasons. Yeah.
It's very interesting.
All right. R2D eggs. R2D eggs? Right. Today I effed up by not playing a game with my friend. R2DA eggs. All right. A year ago. Today I effed up. This may sound satire, but I promise this isn't. Me and my friend play this VR game called VR Chat. And before anyone starts clowning us, we don't do anything weird in there. We just like having fun in it. But recently, a new Fortnite season came out, and I've been playing it a ton and very much enjoying it. So when she asked me to play VR Chat, I said I would hop on, but then my friend hopped on, and temptation got the best of me, and I told her I had to cancel because I wanted to play Fortnite. I didn't think much of this because to me it wasn't that serious, and I told her beforehand so she would know to cancel. But I'm also the Joker friend in the group, so she must have thought it was a joke because I said I'll be like 10 hours. I was being dead serious. I don't think she thought I was being serious, but today I saw one of her texts saying that she was upset about it and actually waited 10 hours on there for me. And I tried to apologize and told her I'll hop on when she wants me to, but she didn't believe me. Now I feel like dog poo because of it. I hate going back on my promises. Is there anything I can do to make her feel better? I genuinely hate myself for this, and I know I'm in the wrong because of it. I really do want to make it up to her. TLDR canceled on my friend because I wanted to play a game. She misinterpreted it as a joke, and now I need to help to make it up to her because I feel like poo. Edit just wanted to apologize about horrible punctuation. I was in a rush for my now canceled therapy appointment. Good God.
Yeah, number
You need
one.
to go to an English appointment.
Like,
Look, I tuned out the minute I heard poo, so I don't know what that was about.
Okay, so basically this guy was all like, hey, I play VR chat with my friend, and I told her I want to play Fortnite instead. So I'll be like 10 hours before I can get online. And she waited 10 hours in VR chat for him. Here's the thing. She likes you.
Dude, she waited 10 hours. She waited 10 hours for you.
10 hours.
She waited 10 hours. Friends don't wait 10 hours. They text you saying, hey, idiot.
Yeah.
Text me next time.
My lord, bro. Come on, bud. Come on,
Davey, have you ever waited for me more than an hour?
Get her to play on Fortnite with you. Or go to her house with ice cream and be all like, sorry, dog.
And if you're married, you picked the wrong person. Plus, you sound like a kid, so you're probably not. But if you are, fuck you.
Yeah, buy her a cookie at
Waited
lunch.
10
man.
hours.
Yeah. 10 hours.
Lord.
Fucking dumb.
Pal, buddy, friend, good gravy.
Yeah.
Look,
I was
I'm used
in a
to being the
rush.
stupid one. I really, this is sad.
It's
This one's bad. This one's just dumb.
this
Like,
one's-
it's not dumb, but it's dumb.
it's dumb. It was dumb when it started. It's dumb now. Like,
Okay. So this is great. So you've done the best you could. This is a comment. You've done the best you could by apologizing. Your friend isn't feeling bad because she waited 10 hours. She's feeling bad because you dropped her for something more interesting. You made plans with her and then prioritized something else over her when that came along. That hurts. Keep her feelings in mind when you apologize again and learn to honor your obligations. It's a part of growing up, like learning to use punctuation.
Wow. The real advice. There you go. I'm just mad at you. So this person is nicer than me.
and he's like, yeah, I know. I want to try and do something about it. Also, sorry about the punctuation. I'm usually really good with that stuff, but I was in a rush for my therapy appointment. Also, creative joke, I'll give it to you, although I do hate to admit it.
My friend.
I don't
Mr.
like this person very much. I feel bad for the girl who waited 10 hours.
He's got to be like
Really good looking.
16, 15, 16. He's young. He's young. He doesn't know what's going on.
No, but more than that, he's stupid, which means this girl's got to have a reason for liking this person, and it's not their mind.
Right.
It's probably a basketball player or, you know, a fucking
Something.
I don't know, whatever young people like now. I didn't know when I was in high school, so I wouldn't be good at answering that.
He's an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a tattoo guy.
He's an Ari. You mispronounced it.
Oh, sorry. He's an Ari. Yeah.
Shut your face.
Okay. My
Man bun.
gosh.
Fucking Davey.
Let's see.
Pardon my French, YouTube. Pardon my French. Got one more on you, Davey? We're
I
about
think
55 minutes.
I think I do. I'm just trying to decide.
Speaking of, thank you for doing the producer stuff today. I did not see the email because I didn't know we had started, so I wasn't able to grab it.
Hey, life's hard, man. Get a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he said it right this time, Will. He's doubling down on his arguments. I approve.
Yeah.
Look at you. Look at you, Davey. You're getting
Okay,
informed
best
in your
Redditor
beliefs.
updates.
We're going to read a long one. Okay.
Oh, I am. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Jesus. I done goofed. Okay. Direct Caterpillar 77 reposted AITA throwaway 23056. Am I the a-hole for lying to my girlfriend in a video game about lying?
Yes.
Oh, yes. This one.
You're an a-hole for playing the game.
So this is a situation that I'm quite surprised to find myself in. I would say it's actually a bit ridiculous if I wasn't stuck in the middle of it. Bit of background. My girlfriend, 25, and I, 27, have been together for about 8 months. Before our relationship, my girlfriend spent nearly 2 years in a relationship with an absolute a-hole. Not only did he spend the entire time cheating on her, he constantly gaslit her. Everything was her fault, no matter what. I wish I had the space to describe just how awful this man was to her. Okay, fine. We met about 6 months after she finally escaped from that relationship. From the beginning, she had made it clear to me that any dishonesty is unacceptable to her from anyone she is dating, even white lies. Fair enough.
Don't play this game. I'm already mad. Why are you playing a game if that's going to be trauma for her? I'm already mad.
Calm down.
I
bring this up as it's. Let me get through the initial post.
Sorry.
Bring this up as it's pretty relevant to what this post is about. I was playing Among Us yesterday with a group of friends when she came over. She watched me play for a bit. I offered her a try herself, as she had already done a bit of gaming with my group. She really got into it. She really enjoyed it. So I pulled out my laptop, created a Steam account for her, and bought her the game so we could play it together. For those who don't know, Among Us is a social deduction game where a group of players try to figure out who are the imposters before the imposters succeed in killing them all. The imposters generally have to be good at lying to win.
Yep.
I'm sure you can see where this is going. Second game in, I'm an imposter and I kill somebody right as someone else walks into the room. They report the body. Now there's only me, the guy who saw me, and my girlfriend left. He accuses me of being the imposter and I accuse him. My girlfriend is the deciding vote. She doesn't know what to do. I say, I swear I'm not lying. So she votes for the other guy and I win the game. Girlfriend gets up and says she has to leave. Tried texting her a few times, but she ignores me. Finally hear from her this morning where she sends me a text saying that she feels like she can no longer trust me. It not only bothers her that I swore I wasn't lying to her when I was, it also really bothered her that she wasn't able to tell I was lying, even though we were in the same room together and she could see my face. She understands that lying was part of the game, but she wanted to believe that if I swore something was true, she could believe it no matter what. Now she can't. She needs time to think about what this means for our relationship. I got very defensive at this point and told her I couldn't believe she was making a big deal out of a stupid game. I haven't heard back from her since. Am I the a-hole? I don't think I am, but I'm regretting ever buying her the game. The verdict.
The answer is you're both a-holes for a complicated grouping of reasons. Go ahead, Davey.
The verdict, according to Reddit, was not the a-hole. Relevant comments. Okay, not that I think it's going to affect my judgment, but I have to ask. She knew that lying is a big part of the game before the game where you were an imposter. As in, there are two imposters who will try to kill us, and you need to suss out who's lying conversation. OP says, yes, she knew, and she knew it would be me. It could be me. I actually lied to her before that in that match. The only lie she really cared about is, I swear I'm not lying. That happened right at the end. Okay. Edit. No.
Not the
NTA, very close to NAH. I don't know what that means. She knew there was lying involved in the game and she chose to play it. Was your choice of words perhaps somewhat unfortunate considering her history? Yes. But again, she knew lying was part of the game. Let's see. Not all positive. 13 responds, your girlfriend needs therapy to deal with these issues. It's terrible what happened to her, but it's also not realistic to expect you to never tell a lie to the point that you can't even play a game together.
This is all kinds of yes. This part, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yes. The only lie she took issue was at the end where I swore I wasn't lying. She has no problem with all the lies that took place before that. Did you write in game or did you say to her, I swear I'm not lying? I said it out loud over Discord, where we were also in the same room together, screens facing away from each other. And of course, and I was looking at her when I said it.
Yeah, that's
a little lame.
That's a little, yeah.
Okay. So 18 months later, here's the update. It's been a long time since I posted the original thread. I actually forgot about it until a few days ago, so I thought I would give an update. First off, my girlfriend and I are still together. We have since moved in together. When I posted my original thread, the consensus seemed to be NTA. But looking back on it, I think... Excuse me, my allergies are killing me.
I'm sorry.
I think when I was writing that out, that I was kind of an a-hole for what happened. I remember reading some of the replies regarding my girlfriend and how she needs to get over herself and just becoming more and more angry at those comments. It was at that point where I was getting angry and wanting to defend her that I realized that, yeah, I was kind of the a-hole. I shouldn't have looked in her eyes while I swore I wasn't lying, and I shouldn't have become overly defensive and minimized her feelings by saying it was only a game. Sounds like he also got therapy. I give it a day or two before I was going to send an apology, but she contacted me first to apologize for her behavior. I told her she had nothing to apologize for and that I completely understood and that I was sorry for how I reacted. Then there was a lot of both of us apologizing and trying to place all the blame on ourselves. Okay. She had gone over to stay at her sister's place after what had happened. At first, apparently my girlfriend wouldn't really explain what happened because besides that, I lied to her face, but after a day or so, she finally explained the event. And then her sister actually defended me, saying that this would be a really stupid reason to end what seemed like a good relationship. This surprised me since I didn't actually think she liked me. It was after this talk with her sister that my girlfriend called me. We met up after talking, it was obvious to both of us that she still has a lot of issues from her a-hole ex that she needs to work through, and that we might have gotten together too soon. But we both really like each other and we didn't want to end the relationship, so we decided to stay together and try to work things out.
Great.
That's
Good.
very nice and wise. She started seeing a therapist, which has done wonders. I don't think even after the event, and after we made up, just how much damage her a-hole ex did to her. I swear sometimes I wish I could find that guy alone in a dark alley sometimes. Well, fair enough, I suppose. I'm glad our relationship survived. She makes me happier than anyone else I've ever met. Oh. And hey, last month we actually played Among Us again. It was her idea, since I haven't played it at all since that happened. We had a lot of fun together, although I did insist we play in different rooms, and I definitely stayed away from saying I swear, which she told me was kind of cute. Aw. So, update 2.
I love this. Oh, there's more updates. Okay, I was going to say,
dude, it's really wholesome so far.
Yeah.
Like it started off going, and then it goes, aw.
Yeah.
So 2 years later. So I was thinking about this incident a few days ago and logged into the account again. There were quite a few replies since the last time I did so. Apparently, this got posted on TikTok a year or so ago, and some people have problems with how this turned out. I figured I would make an update to respond to some of the concerns. I also made the mistake of finding the video and looking at the comments. Never check the comments.
Never.
First off, I really cannot believe I have to say this, but my girlfriend did not make up a story of me abusing her to her sister. She said I lied to her face, which is technically the truth.
Yeah.
I have no idea why some people are trying to make this worse than it is. Second, my girlfriend is not abusive. She did not make her problems my problems. She did not blame me for her problems. I care about her
bad do these comments
because
get?
I care about her. I do not live in fear of setting her off.
Apparently, a lot of them are pretty bad.
That is
people
not.
just love to stick their nose in.
Right.
I was about to praise how wholesome this was, and then we hear people were bullying these people. That sucks.
No, that's okay. He's being a real mensch about it.
Yeah.
Third, my girlfriend did not freak out as soon as she found out I lied to her in a game. She knew the game was all about lying. She had no problem with me lying within game. She only had a triggering event when I said, I swear I'm not lying, while looking her in the eyes. That's what freaked her out. Oh, also, what I did was technically cheating in the game because I used eye contact to lie more effectively when that's outside the scope of the game.
And that scared the shit out of her.
My man.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy. Fourth,
He overstepped
yes.
and needed to figure that out. Yeah.
Fourth, yes, I did ask, am I the a-hole, to see if, well, I was an a-hole. And then I had the temerity to disagree when they said I was in the clear. I took a good look at the people who said that and found I did not want to be like them. The reaction my post has garnered has done nothing to change my mind. If working things out with communication is me being a wussy, then I'm perfectly fine with that.
Look at this John Cena clone.
Yeah, look at that.
I like this guy. You have look during this show in the last few months, I have gotten more and more cynical about humans. All right, look at you, guy. You made me feel better. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Right. A lot of people are really hung up on all he did was lie in a game about lying. He did nothing wrong. He gaslit himself into thinking he was wrong. What a wussy. Besides the fact that, as previously mentioned, oh my God, get out of here. Besides the fact, Gemini just decided it wanted to talk to me for some reason. Besides the fact, as previously mentioned, what I did was outside the scope of the game. What I did wrong had nothing to do with the actual lying in the game. The problem was I said it right after she tried to. The problem was what I said right after she tried to explain to me why she reacted the way she did. I immediately tried to dismiss it as it's not a big deal. Just because something is not a big deal to me does not mean it shouldn't be a big deal to her. I assure you, I have my own quirks as well that are a big deal to me that wouldn't be a big deal to someone else, and she has always taken care to respect those. I should have done the same without getting defensive. She had an emotional reaction to a triggering event, and she did deserve my apology for trying to dismiss it.
Mhm.
This guy.
I know.
Aces. Green
It's
flags everywhere.
beautiful.
How large is this man's jaw right now? Right?
Right.
Goodness gracious.
Crimson chin large, buddy. Crimson chin.
He is the Crimson Chad. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is my favorite.
Crimson Ken.
The Crimson. That's right. This next paragraph is beautiful. It's called empathy, people. I know that's a difficult thing for some, but I assure you that people tend to like you more when you use it.
Yeah.
I swear, some of you have the emotional maturity of a sack of bricks.
Sack of bricks.
Mm.
As for the update, I'm sure to the disappointment of many, we are still together, quite happily. In fact, my relationship with her is the best I've ever had. She is the most amazing person I know. As cliche as this is, she's my best friend, and I'm quite convinced I want to spend the rest of my life with her.
Yay.
Therapy has done wonders for her, and she has not had a triggering event in quite a while. We have stopped playing social deduction games, but that's only because it's gotten to the point where she is scarily good at them. No marriage or children yet, but we've talked enough to know it's what we both want. So to all the people criticizing me for not immediately dumping her, I'm quite happy with my life. How many of you can say the same?
Can I cook on this for a minute? Because I love this. This
That
is
was
my
so
favorite post
good.
we've ever had.
Like genuinely, I don't know. The potato one was pretty good.
No, I like this more, and I want to tell you why. This is what I like about this. My answer to the question from the initial post is who's the asshole here? My answer is both of them. Because they decided to engage in a game that they both knew she wasn't emotionally prepared for and didn't communicate effectively about it beforehand. I know plenty of couples that if they said the same thing, I swear, the eye contact, they wouldn't care. But this woman just got out of a relationship that was really stressful and was really abusive, and so she's got a triggering problem that comes from that relationship that they're both aware of, but didn't put enough effort into thinking that this game might be triggering. So let's set some ground rules first to have that communication. However, everything that happened after that night proves these kids, neither of them are jerks. They did the work. They figured it out.
Yeah.
You know, they both got some therapy. They both talked to each other. They made sure that their relationship had the right boundaries and that they would service those boundaries, and are kind of an example to everyone on the internet, because not only did they do all that stuff, the guy also went online to go and defend this person whom he loves and wasn't rude to anyone in the process, which you never see online.
Right?
The only criticism I have of this person long term is maybe punctuation, but they address that too. This is a beautiful story. It's a story of two kids that, you know, needed to figure some stuff out, and they did it together, and that's the most beautiful thing I can see on the internet.
No.
Yeah, dog.
Bravo.
Good job on both of you kids.
I hope you have a happy, loving life together.
And you know what? I'll
Seriously.
say this. I am someone who gets irritated when I see a bunch of young parents that don't know what they're doing and decided to have children, and now we have a bunch of demons running in the world. I think you two will have lovely children.
Yeah.
Please have more. We need more good people in the world, and I think you guys would make great parents.
Yeah. Definitely.
Word.
Love
That was
it.
good
I
to me.
normally don't give answers that earnest, but yeah, that's how I feel.
That's great. We love it. All of it.
I guess my
Maybe
advice to them is get off Reddit, because clearly it's
Yeah.
not working for them.
I mean, it didn't even matter though. Reddit seemed to just reassure him that he did the right thing.
Reddit holds no power over this man.
Yeah. Even though people were being negative, he was like, "You're wrong." That's
Yeah.
great.
So boom, you're fixed, I suppose. But you did it
He
yourself.
fixed himself. They fixed
Good
themselves.
job for being awesome. And all of you commenters, leave Brittany alone.
Yeah.
Fucking jerks. Pardon my French.
One of these days I'm gonna get that bleep button working.
Please do. I'm really gonna need it. I don't want YouTube to be mean to us.
YouTube's going to be mean to us regardless.
Yeah. It's okay. We can take it.
Supreme overlords, please forgive me for my transgressions.
Well,
Maybe so.
crazy.
All right. I have one more that I want to say real. It's a super short one. And this is
Sure.
all for you, Dave. It's called,
Okay.
it's today I effed up by not plugging in my monitor into the right spot on my PC. So I have never used my GTX 760 graphics card for 2 years.
Well, that's nice.
I'm just gonna
Literally all it says is, so I clearly do not know how to use a computer. I was plugging my monitor into my Intel 4600 graphics instead of my graphics card for 2 years. Games look so much better. Holy crap. I am dumb.
Okay, real quick. I'm gonna run away a second time because I'm scared. So bye.
I just thought that would be a cute one to end on. Right
That is
there.
cute. My the thing is when my keyboard died earlier, the new keyboard wasn't typing, and I tried every troubleshooting I could do. I thought it was the USB the USB port, and then Will goes, "Did you maybe you could try restarting it? Would that work?"
Just maybe.
And then I said, "Well, I argued with him while I hit the restart button, and
Now we're good.
and then it worked. So there you go.
Mm.
I do
Davey,
not
do you
have
want
my
to tell the
graphics
story of
card
how I
plugged
didn't know what
in.
a
My monitor
would it make
plugged
you feel
into the
better if
wrong
you told
graphics
the
card.
story of how I didn't know what a D drive was? Would that make you feel better?
I don't feel bad. Just
Okay.
the problem was solved.
Love it. I love it.
You're a tech guy who didn't know to reboot your computer.
I just didn't reboot my computer because I had turned it on and off like 6 times because I was trying to get my previous one to work.
Yeah. See, it wasn't a thought then. It's not that he didn't know what he was doing. He just didn't think about it right at that time.
Of course.
That's all.
I like how Will reads that one to drag me and then immediately defends me when Ari opens his mouth.
Well, I mean, I gotta defend you. So
Will's just like, stay away from my man.
Hey, I can say whatever I want to my mom. Okay. That's what it is.
You're gonna get grounded.
yeah.
You're also my
thank you
son,
so
so I can ground you too. I just need Maria there to do it.
Before we end this, I want to make sure, because we don't do it every time, that we talk about, sharing videos, liking, commenting. Don't like to do it all the time because we don't want to pressure you guys to do anything extra. But if you could do that, that would be great for us.
There's a word
Feel
that
the
starts with
pressure.
S that I can't remember.
Do it all the time.
What is it?
Share?
No, not that
Subscribe?
one. That's the SH. There you go. That's the one, Davey. Please
Like, comment, subscribe.
and subscribe.
Like, comment,
Like, comment, subscribe.
download, share, tell your friends, whatever it is. Just get us a little bit more out there. We love to do the stories, and we do it for not only us, but for you guys. And we want to be part of your life and your friends' lives and your family's life and everybody else's life that you could do that for. Yeah.
I'm making out
And
with
if
the microphone.
if you're afraid of my massive eyebrows, like, comment, and subscribe, and these guys will get rid of me.
Also, there is an audio version of
Yes.
this. So if they're listening to it, they can't hear your eyebrows, Ari.
Yes.
I think everybody can hear my eyebrows just fine.
Only when we're looking at them. It's weird. It's like
I don't know. They're very loud. Or is that that's
Normally
my
people
vocal?
would talk about caterpillars, but they're like more than caterpillars. They're like,
you have like eye mustaches.
yeah,
I do. It like literally if you look, it's the same.
it's pretty much the same. Yeah.
It's okay. So it's
legitimately the same.
it's kind of like how I don't have a beard.
Yeah.
Will has a beard and no hair.
Yeah.
and Ari has half a head of hair and a full beard. It's kind of like that. Will has no eyebrows. I have thin eyebrows, and you have gigantic eyebrows.
Well, look, I mean, where my hair stops, my eyebrows begin. But there was a weird, like, like how trees have rings. There were a couple of storms that went through, and then it separated the eyebrows from the. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you have a forehead. Okay.
When I was born in the hospital, they called me the hair god. I will not give context, but that is real.
So hairy. We don't know how hairy. We don't want to know how hairy.
It's a bad hat, Harry.
I don't think you want to know.
No.
It was worse than Robin Williams.
No.
Let's just put it that
I
way.
already said enough. Let's just not go there.
When he
worse
was
than
born, he
Robin.
just looked like a tribble.
And Davey has seen Robin in person, so he knows. He knows what this looks like.
Yep. See, there you go.
The blue-eyed simian.
Yep.
All right.
Well, if this episode taught us anything, it's gaming is supposed to be fun. And sometimes it's absolutely not.
Yeah, but hey, at least none of these disasters happened to you.
Probably hanging out with us.
I need a pick me up. Can you fix me up today? I can't keep living this way.